Alright guys, what went wrong with my bike? First of all, I have to tell you what happened. Essentially, I lost power. I was going 40 miles per hour, I started to drop even more to 30, 20, and eventually I was adapting by dropping my gears. But it was only by mid-throttle I was able to get any more power, but even that was dissipating until finally the engine cut off. It wasn't the sound of a mechanical problem with the engine. I know that that's a delivery problem of fuel. So, in looking with a fuel delivery problem, we have fuel starting from in the tank. Good old Betty. That's the fuel tank. And it flows through this control right here, which is right now off for a very good purpose. Flows down through a fuel filter, an inline fuel filter. Then it comes into a pump, which is disconnected at the moment, but it would come from here, from this fuel pump, the cylinder right here, that then pumps it up at a higher pressure. It comes up, and where this line is heading, it then comes up and enters into the engine. So we need to get fuel into this guy. Well, I've already taken out, first you got to cut off that fuel. That's really important. Otherwise, if you have it all the way open by turning this up on a vt750, that's going to then be calling the main tank versus going down. That's the reserve tank. Off is in the middle. If you put it up, that's when you're going to ride. So that's pulling from the main tank and it's just going to start spitting out. So don't do that. You only make that mistake once. So I've already taken this piece out. I was able to blow air both ways. I took it out actually right here and here. Pretty easy to take out. I just switched this recently, so I kind of knew this wasn't the problem. But sometimes you can get a clog in there, and then you just have to clear it out. But this is new, shouldn't be having any problems. This is not new, and I've already tested with the voltmeter that the connections on the other side my connections don't have any problems. I was checking both connections coming in and out of the fuel pump, and also testing it with the ground, which is this little sucker right over there, and everything's in order, which came to, let me just skip that guy completely. So that's why I took this hose out. Since the fuel pump, it's getting the right energy, but it's not performing. That's the problem. So I went ahead and did a gravity feed to the engine. That's what this whole little setup that you see right here. And I want to run it and see if it'll run, because right now it had kept cutting off. So doing this gravity feed, put just enough gas to get it going. Turn that key. Let's see what we can do. And now it's a running bike. So what that means is I need to buy a fuel pump and install it. That's what I've discovered from today. Have a good one.